So Arsenal 4, Crystal Palace 1, managerless Crystal Palace. Sacked Vieira. I bet they're regretting that now because he didn't concede 4. Not very often anyway. But masterclass today, Jez. Beautiful performance. Needed to bounce back after that embarrassing defeat in midweek. And bounce back they did. Could have been 7, 8, 9, 10, even that ain't even a joke. Amount of chances we created today. Some good bit of play done both wings. Substitutes coming on early, which is something that's nice to see. And every one of them had an impact. What did you make of that, mate?
Absolute class. One of the best performances I've seen of the season. Every player to the man put in a shift today, and that's all you can ever ask. They played for the badge today, and they certainly upped their mark after that awful performance against Sporting Lisbon. Who knew? You know, when you have actually a proper midfield league, you can actually win football matches. And we totally outclassed Crystal Palace today. And let's get it right. Then, you know, they are poor. They are poor. And Patrick Vieira had a very poor squad to work with. He did his best. Fair play to him. It didn't work, and I hope he moves on to bigger and better things now. But we were unplayable today. Fact. You know, if I'll tell you, if we'd been playing like that today again, or let me say that again, if we play like that against Man City and Liverpool, we'll win. We'll win both those games. Nobody could play against Arsenal today. The intensity was just too much for anybody, and why we can't do that in Europe games, I've no idea. It's a shame, but we move on. And 2-week break now. I don't want that, but it is what it is. It will give the players a break, I suppose, and those that aren't in international football. Yeah, so we go again.
Yeah, man. And yeah, like you said, it gives the players that are not on international break a chance to chill out. You said them the fan can maybe warm weather training or something in Dubai. We'll see, man. And they would have deserved it because we're top. We're 8 points clear. Catch us if you can, Man City. Let's get into player ratings. You know how this works, people. If you disagree with the ratings, cry. We don't care. Just leave yours in the comment section. And at the end, we do a 3-2-1, and then we rate the manager. But Jez, let's go with the goalkeeper. Didn't keep his clean sheet in the end. That wasn't his fault. Nothing he could do about their goal. What did you make of him today overall with his distribution and stuff like that?
I think his distribution today was back to his best. I think in a few recent games, Lee's been a little bit slack. I thought against Sporting Lisbon, wasn't all there. But today, bang on. Didn't really have a lot to do, to be fair. Couldn't do anything about the goal. It was a sloppy defending, really. Probably the only sloppy part of our whole game today. Yeah, Ramsdale for me, 7.
Let's go to Ben White.
Ben White, what a shift today. I tell you what, mate, he nearly got my man of the match. I thought he was outstanding today. I berated that guy when he first came into this team. He's getting better and better and better, and loving it. I think he's got an England. Has he got an England call up, or is he not
Nope.
yet? No, he hasn't. Has he? No, he hasn't. No. That could be a big mistake, Mr. Southgate. Personally, I think he should be there, but I'm glad he's not.
I'm glad he's not as well. F England, man. Like, as long as Southgate's the manager, I don't want any of them there.
Yeah, well, the fact is, we know that he'll just be in training somewhere, and he's not going to get beaten up by some foreign player. So 8 for me, mate.
Let's go to the opposite side, Zinchenko.
Zinchenko, decent shift today. Like what he did. Didn't really put a foot wrong, did he? Distribution was nice, got involved, played with some intensity. I'll give that man a 7.
Rob Holding came in today. We're all holding our breaths thinking, oh, please play well. What did you make of him?
Yeah, he did well today. Made a couple of very crucial tackles, to be fair to him. And, yeah, I mean, if he continues to play like that when Saliba is out, and I believe Saliba's going to be out for, 6 weeks, I've heard the rumours. So he needs to put in a shift like that every game, because I think he will be playing against Liverpool. So he needs to be doing that, man. And I'll give him a 7.
Let's go to Gabriel Magalhaes.
Gabriel Magalhaes, another good performance. Getting better and better and better. I mean, last year I criticised him, you did, but the fact he got too close to players and got turned too quickly and made stupid errors. And again, another decent performance, mate. 7.
Now let's go into midfield. Thomas Partey.
Absolute bossed it today. Bossed it. He was calm, cool, collected, physical. He did nothing but a great performance. I love this fella. And I said last week, I'll say it again, he is our new Patrick Vieira. You know, he just bosses that midfield. When he's there, I have all the confidence in the world. 8 for me.
Let's go to Granit Xhaka. Scored 2 games in a row. Your favourite player?
Yeah, my favourite player. I don't understand how anybody ever thought I didn't like him. No, class. Absolute class. What a great goal. To score that goal like that, I mean, the whole build up to that goal was absolute top draw. And the way he was going down, tackled and nicked it. Brilliant. Well done, Granit Xhaka, mate. And you've got an 8.
Martin Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard, yeah, did it again today. He was involved. I just wish he would turn up more like that against the bigger teams. He seems to do it against the lesser teams, which is a bit worrying. But again, another decent performance from Martin, and I'll give him a 7.
Let's go to Bukayo Saka. 2 goals and an assist.
Yeah, Bukayo Saka. I thought he looked a little bit out of it to start with, kept giving the ball away. I thought, oh no, this doesn't look good. But he got into that game, and 2 class quality goals and assists. My man of the match, 9.
Let's go to the opposite side. Gabriel Martinelli set us off on our way. What a goal.
What a great goal. This guy gets better and better and better. And I was incorrect, I think, last week in saying he needs to sign a contract. He already has. And I was corrected on that in your chat. And yeah, absolutely love this man. What his value is now, don't know. Got to be big. It's got to be big, mate. And this guy's going to be phenomenal. He's still a young man. And 8 for me. 8 today.
Yeah, 13th league goal of the season with 10 games to go.
Yeah.
That's mad. He could bag 20 goals this season, which would be brilliant, considering he's played on the wing with no overlapping fullback. I think that's crazy. But there we go. Let's go with the striker, Leandro Trossard. Got an assist for Granit Xhaka's goal. I've just seen a stat, actually, that when he's been in the starting 11, we've won 6 out of 6, scoring 19 goals in them 6 games.
Who knew?
And when we signed him, we'd actually gone on that blip. So we hadn't won a game for a while. And then he came in, bang.
Great signing. One thing I'll give Edu for credit this season. I don't like Edu. I don't think he's good enough. But he got Trossard in for a snip. Let's be honest. No money. And quality player. Another assist. You can't knock it. And I like his attitude. He works his nuts off every game, that fella. And I'll give him a 7.
Let's go to the subs bench. Let's go with Gabriel Jesus.
Jesus, yeah. Tried again. His work rate is phenomenal. He just gives it everything, 100% all the time. Nearly got a goal, unlucky, but I'll give him a 7.
Kieran Tierney, the best left back in the world.
Yeah, who knew? Absolute class, world class player. I'm sorry, I have to say he's class. You know, he's the best. He is, in my book, one of the best in the world, and we need to keep hold of this fella seriously, because every time he comes on, he makes an impact. I mean, that little bit of play between him and Saka to get that goal was world class, and reminiscent of some of the iconic players we've had back in time. The link up, intricate little play. He reminds me a little bit of some of his link up of Robert Pires.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see
How
that.
he thinks it about, you know, class.
Yeah,
Class
it's not
play.
like he just stands and admires his passes. He's passed and moved forward.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
he's quality. But he sniffs danger as well. That's why I love him, man. Like, I get people going, "Oh, you say don't get emotionally attached to players. Well, what's your problem with Tierney then?" Like, at the end of the day, I rate good footballers. You know, I rated Tierney at Celtic. I was one of the most happiest people on the planet when he signed for us.
Oh God, yes.
I was buzzing when we signed him. He was like, listen, no disrespect to Celtic, they're a massive football club, but he needed to break out of that Scottish league. Yeah, and it's not really gone to plan for him. Like, I know he's won the FA Cup. He might end up winning the league. He might not be here next season. Then if he leaves with a league and the cup, yeah, that ain't been too shabby, is it? Yeah, and the guy's a serial winner, man. Trebles and all that. But let's go to the next sub.
I haven't rated him yet.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry.
I'll give Tierney purely and simply the fact of his work rate that he did, and he got that assist, an 8.
There you go. I've not paid Jez to say that, by the way.
Yes.
Not yet. Let's go to Smith Rowe.
Yeah, Smith Rowe. Glad to see him come on, mate. Yeah, game on, did something, got involved, and I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, I thought he looked pretty lively. Pretty lively. It's nice to have him back on the pitch. Just so hope he stays fit. That's the problem with him, isn't it?
Exactly.
But let's go to Jorginho.
Jorginho, yeah. I mean, I had reservations about this fella. I won't lie. He came in, did a job, and didn't put a foot wrong, really. Hope he could turn up against bigger teams when we play, if he does play against the bigger teams. But I'll give him a 6.
And Kivior, last but by no means least.
Absolutely. Young player. Last time I saw him play, poor. Made a crucial tackle today. When I first saw it, I thought it was Gabriel, but it was him. And yeah, I hope this guy goes on to bigger and better things in our club. Never knew anything about him, Lee. Comes from Poland. But fair play to him. And like what I saw today, yeah, so he gets a 6.
Yeah. You know how this works, people. If you don't like the ratings, cry. Leave yours in the comments. We'll be back again in 2 weeks for the Leeds United game. But we're going to do a 3, 2, 1 countdown and rate the manager. 3, 2, 1.
9.
Hey, look at that. We're spot on again. I thought he was quality today. He made early subs. Yeah. And to bring Tierney on, Tierney proved the point to him today. Yeah, it was nice that he gave Tierney some game time as well. Kivior as well. Smith Rowe, Jesus. It's all looking good. It's all looking very good in going into that international break. And now he's just got to train us to defend corners better, and we'll be perfect.
Yeah, that's where we're letting ourselves down at set pieces today, or in other games. But yeah, Arteta, mate, you were shocking the other night in your team setup. Today, absolutely on the money. I was actually thinking about giving him a 10. I'll tell you why I was going to nearly do that, is because for once he actually made changes in the 65th minute. And I did say in your group chat, is this plan B? Do we have a plan B now? He's doing it. He's mixing it up. He's making tactical changes, and it worked brilliantly. And fair play, Mikel Arteta. Big up to you. Do I start believing in you? I'm getting there. But as I said, Lee, if he gets us over the line and wins the Premier League, you've proved me wrong, Mikel, and I will put my hands up and say, fair play to you, son.
100%, mate. 100%. What have you got coming up, Jez?
Doing a match reaction tomorrow night. I was going to do it tonight, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Everybody's doing it tonight, and I don't see the point. So, and then Wednesday is the usual podcast show, and then God knows after that, because we've got international break. So, don't know what I'm going to talk about. I might do a couple of history things, which gets no views, but I like doing it.
And make sure you check Jez's channel out, Arsenal History and More, people. We will be back tomorrow with Kenny doing the podcast as well, 5 p.m. UK time. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm also live 2 p.m. tomorrow. 1 p.m. tomorrow. I'm lying. 1 p.m. tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled for that as well. But yeah, 8 points clear. Catch us if you can, Man City. It's not going to be easy to catch us. We're flying at the minute. We're out of it, people. Come on.
We are. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go for it.